Bonafide Hustler here, and today I'm going to show you 3 thrifted things that I found like an hour ago, and I'm also going to answer a question that might be on your mind. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris the Bonafide Hustler coming to you live from the outside of my house, and today we are going to be looking. I'm actually going to my car. I'm going to show you the first find here in a second, and then there's 2 more finds in the garage. I'm going to explain them to you guys, so hopefully you can find them out there. Maybe make some money on some of these. Maybe make some money on some of these things. But either way, make sure you hit the like button and make sure to put a question down below that you want me to answer on the next Bonafide Hustler video. I would like to start answering some of your questions out there. Maybe you got something that's bugging you about thrifting or garage sailing or something like that. I want to make sure that I can put my 2 cents in, maybe even 4 cents, maybe even $1. But yeah, I want to put my thoughts in there and answer it on an actual video on my channel. All right, so let's go look at this find that's in my car. I'm not gonna take it out of the car because it makes no sense, but let's go check it out. Well, I'm like walking around outside. It looks like something got annihilated out here. I don't know what happened. What's going on? Tiny spaceship. Here's the first find. This was 20 bucks out the door this morning. This is a military ammo case, like made out of wood, right? Handles were kind of shot, but still, this thing's pretty big. So yeah, I know it contained ammunition and not so much. You can actually see it says ammunition, blah, blah, blah. So didn't actually, carry rocket launchers or anything like that from the True Lies movie. But yeah. This here is the first find in the morning. It's easy stuff if you have an antique booth like I do. I put this in the booth for around 80, and I should be able to clear a nice $50 bill just like that from this buy. So yeah, it was 20 bucks out the door. That is the first find in the morning. Now that was found at a Goodwill, but I found 2 cool things at Savers afterwards. I'm gonna show you that here in 1 second. Okay, next find right here are pebbled leather Cole Haan Nike Air Chelsea slip-on boots. Very good condition, looks awesome, nice size, 11 men's. And these were around 15, maybe $15.50 out the door, and they're looking good. This stuff is super high in demand right now, Chelsea boots in general. And I'm hoping to score at least 80 to 100 bucks for these right here. They're in great condition, and yeah, I think with Cole Haan Nike Air, pebbled leather especially, that should be able to shake out 80 to 100 bucks. And that was a $15.50 find this morning at Savers. But probably one of the most sleeper finds is this right here. This is the 15-inch version of the New Bright Grave Digger. All right, so New Bright is a consumer grade RC manufacturer. You can see it says New Bright right there. And this right here will be marketed as a crawler body. Yeah, so basically people detach this kind of stuff and they put it on hobby grade RC stuff because this one's actually a really tough shell, and hobby grade stuff comes with really thin Lexan plastic shells, and so people go to the secondhand market to find these thicker shells made by companies like New Bright, Nikko, Nikko. So people tend to just throw away all this bottom stuff right here, but they're looking for this top body right here. So I might, I know people kind of like the whole Grave Digger thing and they like this bottom piece, like all this and stuff. So I might actually sell this one as is, as a whole. But typically when I am finding something like this, usually sub 10 bucks, I will sell these things for around 60 plus. All the time. So the key is to put crawler body, because people, put this body on their professional grade RC cars or trucks or whatever. And yeah, this one's looking really good. It's got that awesome sticker and Grave Digger thing, which has been a really awesome staple monster truck for over 2 decades, maybe even 3 decades. Looks like this one might even light up a little bit right here. But yeah, that was 6 bucks. Actually, I got 20% off that. So that was really more like 5 bucks out the door. And this one should resell for around 70, I would think, something like that. So pretty nice. Throw that into a box and should be able to clear a nice $50 pure profit on that guy right there. Okay, so the question that I'm going to answer today for you guys, and remember, put a question down below for what you want me to answer on another Bonafide Hustler video. I might make a video strictly with questions, who knows? But the question that I want to answer today is, what is the future of thrift store reselling, hustling, shopping, you know, all that kind of stuff to make money basically. So I think for personal use, thrift stores are absolutely a place that you need to go before you go into places like Nordstrom Rack or you know, your outlet malls in your area or something like that. Go to thrift stores, like give yourself 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks to look for whatever you're looking for. And that way you can get it way cheaper, and you can take the money that you save and you can do other things with it, like invest in your business, you know, pay off mortgages, loans, debt, whatever you guys got. Just make sure to kind of look at it that way, because you can find the same caliber of stuff that you find in really nice stores at thrift stores, but you have to be a little bit more patient. What's the future of thrift store reselling? Not buying for yourself, but reselling to make money. And quite honestly, in my experience here in Austin, Texas, it is getting a little bit harder, right? It's getting a little bit harder because thrift stores are getting a little bit more savvy on what's valuable, what's not. They're pulling things aside, they're putting more things behind the scenes in glass cases or in auctions online, things like that. So the thrift stores are getting smarter, and there's only really one way to combat that. And you know, because basically only the best of the best resellers are gonna truly make it through, where some other people might get squeezed and they're gonna have to figure out another way to make some money. So I think if you're feeling the squeeze, or you're feeling kind of like, oh, what do I do? Like I'm getting a little scared. I think the most important thing that you can do is start to learn more things other than what you already know. So important, because as you go into a thrift store, you guys know that there are a lot of categories out there, and there are probably a ton of sleeper items that you don't know about that you're just passing by. And if you know, I figure if you're in the thrift store anyway, and you've dedicated the time to get there, and you've used up the gas in your car to get there, or you're making a thrift route for the day, I mean, you're clearly committed. Why not know more about items that are already there at the destination that you're going to? And you know, I think that's the smartest thing that you can do, is to learn as much as possible. Now, the way that you do that is maybe threefold. One is watch a bunch of YouTube videos, your favorite YouTubers, whoever they may be. Watch those videos and look for those gold nuggets. Number two is, if you have favorite YouTubers and stuff like that, figure out if they are building something behind the scenes. Now, it could be a paid group, it could be all kinds of things. It could be wholesale, you know, lots. It could be things like that. But if you've kind of linked up with another reseller and you really trust that person, then it can be kind of safe to assume that maybe what they're getting their hands into and offering to the public is also a safe bet. But that's another way to kind of offset the squeeze, is to get into other things, maybe wholesale lots or something like that. And the third way that I think people should really look into are still those things that are being produced by certain resellers out there, you know, guides that are really bolo oriented, and things that teach you guys the other things that you might not know about, but it teaches you in depth, and you're getting the information from somebody that has been through it and has been doing all the work and making the mistakes. So, you know, if you're feeling the squeeze in general, and trust me, I think a lot of people are feeling something. They're feeling some sort of squeeze. They're feeling some sort of uneasiness, or like it's getting a little bit harder. You know, I think the worst thing that you can do is to do nothing. The best thing you can do is to start making some little moves, right? And start learning other genres. And you can do it on your own too. I should say that's the fourth thing you can do. It's a little bit more of the harder thing to do, which is to do your own research and to try to find your own genres and all that kind of stuff. It can get a little difficult to do it that way. I personally like to get around people that are cool with sharing bolos and things like that, or just get around people in an actual physical life that are resellers and see what they are picking up. But I wanted to answer that question because it's probably on your mind, especially if you're a thrift shopper. All right, guys, so that's basically the video. I hope you enjoyed the 3 finds that I found this morning. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to leave a comment down below of what the next questions I should answer on my next videos. But till then, I enjoyed hanging out with you. Take it easy. Goodbye.